Now, 5 years after the Solai Dam disaster killed 48 people, displacing hundreds, the event still haunts them, even as they struggle to recover from the May 9th tragedy that left an indelible mark on their lives. Now, despite the scars, the survivors still living in Solai brave each day at a time, praying that each time it will lessen their burden. Our reporter Ruth Samway tells us what's been happening with those survivors, and she's spent the whole day talking to survivors. Ruth, what have you found out from survivors? What are they telling you?
Well, Smart, before we go on to what the survivors had to tell us when we met them today, it was a night like this, exactly 5 years ago, as you have rightly put it, when the Solai Dam broke its bank, washing down everything that was on its wake, including, and some of the villages that were affected were Energy, Solai, and also Nyakinywa. So while we were visiting those areas, life is going on as some of the survivors try to pick up the pieces from the losses that they encountered during that period. This is a story that I prepared after visiting some of the affected families.
We arrive at the home of Stephen Juguna in Upper Ruiru village, a few kilometers from the scene of tragedy. It is here where the remains of his 2 children and 1 grandchild were buried. His other grandchild was lucky to survive the ordeal at 6 months old.
Si sasa wote wameingia kwa matope. Sasa mtoto vile alikuwa amefungwa hakutoka. Mama si amevuruta maji na huyu mtoto amefungiwa nyuma. Sasa akabaki hivyo, akaokolewa.
The child, now 5 years old, is a PP2 pupil at the nearby school and serves as their symbol of hope.
Sisi tunakumbuka mtoto mama kwa sababu ya huyu. Sasa unajua akikuja apapase kihara anafurahi. Na mimi ninafurahi. Na yeye anaita yule shosho yake mama kwa sababu hajui mwingine. Isipokuwa watu wanamwambia mama yako akaenda. Sasa tena anauliza, mpaka akaniuliza juzi, wewe mama yako alienda wapi?
The pain and scars brought about by the tragedy saw some of the victims relocate to other areas to start a new life.
Mmoja walipoteza watu 3. Kukasalia kijana. Kijana angeweza kukaa pale.
The Naivasha court recently ruled that 9 people, including the owner and the general manager of the dam, have a case to answer.
Hii kesi inafanywa leo, mimi nimepona kinonda. Kesho inarejeshwa. Unaona kama ni jana.
Ruth Sarmoi, NTV, Nakuru.
As you have seen, the survivors said that they failed to organize a memorial service due to the pain that they incurred, or the loss that they incurred following the loss of their loved ones and the destruction of property. Remember, they have been ongoing cases seeking compensation, and there are different categories of the people that were affected. Number 1, there are those who lost their loved ones. There are those whose property were destroyed. Other people's businesses were affected, and some of them lost property, or their farms were destroyed. When we were speaking to Stephen, he told us that there have been different factions that have come up wanting to be part or wanting to be compensated, yet they were not directly affected from the tragedy that was witnessed. So we are going to wait to see what shall happen from the case that will be mentioned on the May 11th. Back to you, Smart.
Well, thank you very much, Ruth Samway, there, holding forth for us and following up that very important story. Yes, time now for a very short break.